What's up, guys? It's me, John here, and I got another gameplay video for you guys. And with me, I got GoldAgeGamer talking with a dual commentary. So go ahead and introduce yourself, GoldAge.
What's going on, guys? I'm the GoldAgeGamer, YouTube gamer as well. Me and John are good friends, and so we're doing dual com together here.
Yeah. So what we want to talk about is things to help you guys get your commentaries and gameplays, kind of better. So start off with what kind of questions that you get, GoldAge.
Well, I'd say one of the most frequent questions I get is like, how do you get a successful YouTube channel? And all these questions like, how do you get subscribers and views? And or they'll say, my video only has like 10 views. I don't understand why. What do you think about that?
What I think about that is to make your channel more successful, to get your views, to get a good fan base or subscriber base, as others call it. You want to be creative with your YouTube channel. Don't go out there and copy other YouTube gamers or creators. Stick to what you know. Be yourself, and just have fun with it.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said there, and most of what I see, like when I see channels, I get a lot of spam messages that'll say, hey, can you come check out my video? Or I get so many people asking for shoutouts, and I mean, honestly, at first, I considered a lot of them, and I'd go on their channel, and I see they only have like 1 or 2 uploads, and I realized at that point, this isn't a dedicated YouTuber. They're just in it for the money, or they're trying to get money from it, or there's some other reason they're doing this, and it's not just for making videos. They're doing it for another reason, and it's unfortunate that a lot of these people try to do this because it's not a good way to go about doing YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, they're like, how do you get paid, and what kind of partnership do you have? Is it pay well, CPM, RPM, all that stuff really good with it? I mean, that shouldn't really matter if you're a YouTube creator and you just want to have fun with it. It should be, you about making videos to entertain people. It's what you're doing here on YouTube, is being an entertainer.
Yeah, they just take it for granted. They think that a lot of people think you just make a YouTube channel, and then all of a sudden people are going to magically find your videos, and then they're going to start subscribing, and you're going to start making money. And they don't realize how much work it actually takes. And a lot of like, one point I make is I think people just think that like channels like PewDiePie and Toby Turner, like they think that they just sprouted overnight and got thousands or millions of subscribers overnight, and it took them years to get to that point. And a lot of people don't realize that even for small channels like us, it takes a while to get to the point that we're at.
Yeah, exactly. Bringing in some channels that you mentioned, I'll bring in Woody's Gamertag. He didn't gain his million subscribers and his millions of video views overnight. Like, he probably started out just making a few videos here and there. Then he started doing YouTube full time, allowing his channel to grow. And then he has a weekly schedule, like he has Mail Monday and all that kind of stuff. He sets himself to a schedule to upload to YouTube, and and it's always original with his channel.
Yeah, and what he really implements there is dedication to your channel. And if you're dedicated to the YouTube channel that you're creating, and the way you can become dedicated is if you're really proud of what you're producing, then you'll make it a long way. And you just it's just a matter of making friends on YouTube, and you help these people out, and they help you out, and then you work together rather than work like as competition with other small YouTubers.
Exactly. And also, what a lot of other YouTubers do is they don't just, make the videos and then that's that. They just leave the video alone. A lot of YouTubers will, reply to comments and answer questions and private messages. That's a good way to, connect with your fan base and allow them to, stay connected with you and your channel, and they'll continue to keep watching your videos.
Yeah, you gotta give them a reason to stick around on your channel, and it's just like any comments that I get, for the most part, I'll try to reply to them, and then any messages that aren't spam, I'll definitely give an honest reply. And it takes a lot of time out of my day to do that because I get a lot of messages, but it's definitely something that you need to do, especially in the beginning phases. Maybe later on, not so much, but it's still a very important aspect of your channel, is the networking side of it, and collaborating and just communicating.
Exactly. So one question that I get is, how do I edit and put together commentaries along with gameplays? Now, what I do is I'm on a Mac, so I have a little bit different setup than most users that have PC. So I use After Effects. So allowing me to adjust the audio levels, put the videos together, my intro, my gameplay. What I do is I just lower the audio levels of the gameplay to let my voice be heard on the video, and then also still allowing the gameplay to be heard, of course, and then rendering it. That's it. some people put a lot more effort into creating videos, such as montages, team tages, music tages, and stuff like that. A lot of people do that, which takes a lot of editing and a lot of effort.
Yeah, I definitely give kudos to anybody who does those like montages, because I've tried to do those before, and the amount of time that has to go into those, even a simple video like the ones, you and I make, the basic video with introductions and stuff, even that takes a lot of time to do. And what I use personally is I use Sony Vegas, and I record with DX Tori. It's a video capture software I highly recommend to anybody who's looking to get into it. But I mean, you can't just go in there and make your videos in Windows Movie Maker. That's just how it is. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 years ago when YouTube gaming was a brand new thing and you could put out content that wasn't high definition, wasn't the best quality and get views, it's not really like that anymore. You got to have superb quality, and you can't just be messing around and throwing clips in on Windows Movie Maker. You got to really learn how to use good editing software. And another thing that annoys me is that, like, people will send you messages and they'll say, I mean, it's the case with me where people will say, can you tell me how to use Sony Vegas? And it's like, it's not my job to tell you how to do that. I mean, I direct you to Sony Vegas. If you have an individual question, I'll answer it, but that's what YouTube is for, is to learn how to use these different programs. So go out there and use your resources, you know?
Exactly, exactly. There's lots of tutorials out there to learn how to edit videos, learn how to, put the different stuff together and edit it together and everything like that. And, being on a Mac user, and what you said is, people that recorded a long time ago, they have, like White Boy 7th Street used to pull up a camera to his TV, and that's how we started recording gameplays. A lot of us couldn't afford, the HD PVRs, and a lot of the big YouTubers that could afford the HD PVRs back then, that's why they're so big. They had the HD gameplay already there for them. And,
oh, yeah.
I started off on an EasyCap, which isn't that great quality, being with the RCA cables and component cables and all that stuff. Then I recently upgraded it to the S-Video cable, and this past year, I finally got an HD PVR2, the gaming edition, and my videos, I have noticed a drastic increase in views based on the quality of the video.
Yeah, like, for example, right now I'm looking to try and get a Wii U with some funding through my channel, and, like, right off the bat, I'm saying I'm absolutely going to need either, like, the Elgato or an HD PVR, like a really good quality, high-definition video capture. I mean, it's pretty much like if you were to take a high-definition video and then just, like, tear it apart and turn it into really bad quality, like rendering it at 480p. Nobody's going to watch that. You need the superb quality these days to even compete.
Exactly. To compete with the main YouTubers, if you guys don't already, you should at least think about investing into a hop-hog if you have a PS3 or Xbox or Wii or Wii U nowadays, and you guys want to record something like that. If you record on PC, I do play a couple PC games. I play Minecraft. I'm sure you play some PC games too, GoldAge, don't you?
I'm strictly PC right now. That's why I'm trying to emerge into a couple of consoles, or looking at least the Wii U for a console.
Alright, and yeah, and there's a lot of screen recorders out there to allow you to record and then render them into 1080p or even 720p. It's good enough for videos as well. I render some of my videos in 720p just because 1080p, it's a large video file, and I don't have the time to upload a big old file like that. And I'm on Mac, so I use programs called ScreenFlow, and then I use QuickTime, which allows me to capture, certain screen regions. But ScreenFlow allows me to capture my entire screen, allowing me to do tutorials and all that kind of stuff on my channel.
Yeah, and I mean, for example, like, as far as like hard drive space, these big files, I alone have a 2 terabyte hard drive that I purchased for my computer, dedicated just for my files for the channel. That's just for like the raw files for recording and all of my files, and you'd be surprised how fast that would get used up and how fast I got to go through and clean that out of like raw files and chunks of video clips. All of a sudden I realized I've got like over 1,000 gigabytes of files here, and I'm running out of space because I want to be able to record for a long amount of time, because in general, at least with myself, when I do a recording session, it'll usually go for 2 or 3 hours in some cases, and I want to be able to make sure I can record for that extent of time without having any issues.
Yeah, yeah, and for going back to large video files, when I used to record the EasyCap, I used to have the raw file from the EasyCap used to be, depending on how long it was, between 1 and then 5 gigabytes, like 1 gigabyte being about maybe 5 minutes, and then 5 gigabytes being about 20 minutes long. So that, and then going to HD PVR allowed me to, the quality stayed good, and it does record in a lower lower file size now. So the HD PVR is really good for that if you want to record in a low file size. So, you know,
Yeah,
being on easy cap, it just was horrible with video size and then video quality.
Yeah, if you want to talk about video size, I mean, I recommended DxToy to everybody, but the size of the video that's coming out of that thing, like, it goes out as WMV, like the biggest video quality that's even out there. I mean, 1 hour of footage is easily 400 gigabytes, which is insane. Yeah. So then you have to pop that into Sony Vegas, and it takes a while for it to load everything, but once you render it, it'll be at the appropriate size. But I mean, starting off, you gotta have a lot of space to save these chunks of video.
Yeah, exactly. Another question that I get is, what do I use to record commentaries? Alright, well,
yes,
first of all, I started out using a webcam built into a laptop. That's what I used to record commentaries with. Then I started off using a Logitech desktop mic, which is a mic that sits on your desk and it just stands up. That's what I used to record with that as well. Now I'm using a Logitech headset. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like the H690 or something like that. But it does record great quality. It's a really sensitive mic, allowing me to record, you know, my voice perfectly. It deletes the background noise as well. And yeah, it's just a great mic overall. Having a good mic for commentaries is really important as well.
Yeah, I'd say that's almost the most important part of it. For mics, as far as mine goes, when I started out, I had it's the Samson C01U microphone. It's the studio condenser model. It's an okay microphone. It's really, people think it's a lot better than it actually is. I mean, I wasn't happy with it. I had all kinds of issues where it would have like pops and clicks, and I didn't really think that was professional. And that one runs you $80 at Best Buy. So for Christmas, I had some cash lying around, so I went out and bought a brand new mic, and this was just one. I just bought an off-brand, you know. It's not one that you see in commentaries a lot. This is actually like a standalone mic on a stand, but you can wire it right into your computer. This is the Zoom H2N. It's the Handy 2 Nexus stands for. It does 2-channel, 4-channel, XY sounds. It does all kinds of different sounds. I mean, you can record 4-channel. If you don't know what that means it's like 4 lines of sound being recorded at once and all synced perfectly. It gives you a lot of depth and a lot of the bass that you're looking for with the commentary. And just for a reference, this mic runs you $190 just for the microphone, not including the stand and the batteries for it. So that's kind of a high cost. So that's something that you get like later on in your YouTube career.
Ooh, $190. Yeah, my mic didn't cost nearly that much. Mine was probably about $25 off of Amazon.
Yeah.
But anyway, mine's still a good mic. I do have 2 Turtle Beach headsets, one for the PS3, one for Xbox 360. I haven't even tested mic quality out for those on recording, but yeah, online, a lot of people say, you know, it's great quality for them, so.
Well, I mean, I use the mic for other purposes as well, too. Like, a lot of school projects I gotta do narrations for and stuff like that. So I needed a versatile mic for a lot of things, and the fact that it's portable. I can pick it up and go record wherever I want. So using it, you want to make sure that the stuff that you buy is stuff you can use for other things, too. I mean, if you're gonna buy a gaming computer, you want to have other functionality with it, so that way you could use it for, you know, Microsoft Word or whatever you gotta use it for.
Now, I got one difficult question for you that people have asked me.
Yeah.
I had a question a long time ago on my channel, and they asked me, how do you gain subscribers?
Oh, yeah. This probably should be like our last question here, too, because we're running about a little bit longer here than like a basic commentary. So we'll make that the last question, all right? And anything else we'll do. Like any questions you guys have, leave in the comments, and we'll answer them in the next commentary we do. But gaining subscribers is like, it's like one of the toughest things that you're going to have to face. And I mean, the main thing I'm going to tell you right off the bat is not to get discouraged, because at first you're not going to gain any. I mean, you're going to post videos and they're going to get 2 or 3 views. And the ones who don't succeed are the ones who just give up at that point. But what it comes down to, in my opinion, and I've done all kinds of different things. I've tried everything in the book except for, like, buying subscribers and crap like that, because that's not going to get you anywhere. But what it really comes down to is just making friends on YouTube, whether that be commenting on videos, commenting on channels, adding contacts, subscribing to channels that you like, messaging them saying, hey, I subscribe to you, not messaging and saying, hey, can we sub for sub? That's not what you do. You know, you just message them and say, I really enjoyed your content, and I just want to let you know that it was moving enough that I subscribed, or something like that. And after that, you're going to get some friends on YouTube, and then you can do like sub boxes where you add each other to the sub boxes, and then you just create a small group of friends, and that just it just happens like that. In my opinion, that's how it works. You got to do a lot of networking and a lot of legwork on YouTube, just crawling around on videos, posting comments, and that's basically the bare bones essential to gaining subscribers, and of course having really good videos.
Exactly. Now don't go out into videos from like Woody's Gamertag, Wings of Redemption, White Boy 7th Street. You'd most likely not going to get a reply from them at all, because they're the top of the line YouTubers. Go to like the smaller YouTubers such as myself, GoldAge, some other smaller YouTubers on here like Funnian and all those other ones on the Golden Hub that y'all have. Yeah, don't ever do sub for sub. I hate sub for sub. I hate it when I get messages from that. It is annoying to ever see that message, because
here's what happens with me. Any message that says sub for sub in it, even in the title, I don't even read it. I just hit mark it as spam, because that is absolute spam in my opinion.
Yeah, and also about I get messages from just random spam saying to go to these websites and to buy all these subscribers. If you buy subscribers, all they do is create the fake accounts, and then they put them on your channel, and then that's it. When YouTube does their big subscriber purge every once in a while, those subscribers that are inactive for long periods of time, they're going to be purged out of the system, and then you'll lose a lot of subscribers after that. And that's not the way to go. Like I said,
yeah, pretty much.
Like you said, go to networking and go to a lot of other YouTubers, make them your friends, and stay in contact with them.
It's just the unfortunate thing is that's the harder of the two choices, but that's the one that works. And even as far as going onto forums and crawling forums and not spamming, of course, I mean not spamming, but I mean just making friends. It's a lot of legwork, and it's a lot of time that it takes to get into this, but I mean, I can't remember exactly where I met you through YouTube. I don't know if you do by chance.
I think I actually commented on one of your videos a long time ago. Oh no, I think you sent me a message. I think you sent me a message on YouTube. But I can't remember exactly what it said. But
this was very early on. It was probably something along the lines of trying to get some friends on YouTube. And look where it ends up. I mean, you meet good people on YouTube and you work with each other, and then you expand, and that's just basically how you're going to grow as a channel.
Exactly. And one more point before we wrap this up is when you make the friends on YouTube, eventually their subs, if they know about you and y'all and everyone being friends and everything, their subs will eventually come to you, and you'll have sharing subs. So you don't have to do sub for sub or anything like that. Eventually, if you make friends with someone that has maybe 1,000 subs, some of their subs will eventually crawl over to you, and then you'll both have the same amount of subs and the same viewers.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so, alright, this video is getting a little long. We'll continue some dual commentaries eventually, guys. Thanks, GoldAge, for joining me in this dual commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background as well. And, alright, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe on the video. Go check out GoldAgeGamer's YouTube channel. Link is down below for you guys to check that out, as well as the Golden Hub. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day.
See you guys later.